Weather Fairies. Goldie the Sunshine Fairy by Daisy Meadows. Read by Sophia Myles.
Goblins green and goblins small, I cast this spell to make you tall. As high as the palace you shall grow. My icy magic makes it so. Then steal Doodle's magic feathers, used by the fairies to make all weathers. Climate chaos I have planned, on Earth and here in Fairyland.
A sunny spell.
I feel as if I'm about to melt,
said Rachel Walker happily. It was a hot summer afternoon, and she and her friend, Kirsty Tate, were enjoying the sunshine in Kirsty's back garden. A bumblebee buzzed lazily around Mrs. Tate's sunflowers, and a single breath of wind whispered through the yellow rose bushes. The weather had been so warm and sunny, Mr. and Mrs. Tate had given the girls permission to camp out in the garden that night. Kirsty looked up from a jumble of tent poles and bright orange material she was sorting through.
It's been a perfect day, she agreed. Let's hope tonight is perfect, too. I don't fancy lying out here in the rain, do you?
Rachel laughed and started untangling tent pegs with her friend.
I think I'd rather have a shower in the morning, not in the middle of the night, she agreed.
Kirsty held up some poles.
Right, how do we put this thing together then? She asked brightly.
Rachel scratched her head.
Well,
she began.
Need some help?
Came a voice from behind them.
Dad,
said Kirsty in relief.
Yes, please, we...
She burst out laughing as she looked at her father. Rachel turned to see what was so funny. She had to bite her lip not to laugh too, for there, standing in front of them, was Mr. Tate, wearing the most enormous sunglasses she had ever seen. Mr. Tate was looking very pleased. He waggled the glasses up and down on his nose. "Do you like my new shades?" he asked.
"Well, yes," Kirsty said, trying to keep a straight face. "They're very... summery."
Mr. Tate knelt down and started putting the tent together. "The weather has been strange all week. I didn't know whether to buy them or not," he said. "I hope it doesn't start snowing again." Rachel and Kirsty looked at each other but didn't say anything. They shared a very special secret. They knew exactly why the weather had been so strange. Jack Frost had been messing it all up. Doodle, the fairy weather-vane cockerel, usually looked after the weather with his 7 magic tail feathers. But Jack Frost had cast a spell to make his goblin servants bigger and sent them to steal Doodle's feathers. Without them, the weather had gone completely haywire. Rachel and Kirsty were helping the Weather Fairies to get them back. But until that time, Doodle was just an ordinary iron weather vane on top of the Tate's barn. Yesterday, with the help of Pearl, the cloud fairy, Kirsty and Rachel had returned the cloud feather to Doodle. But there were still 4 feathers left to find. "There," said Mr. Tate, stepping back and admiring the finished tent. "It's all yours."
"Thanks, Dad," Kirsty said as he walked away.
She put 2 sleeping bags inside the tent and then flopped down on the grass.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?